What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We are just one more sleep away from football time in Tennessee. Kind of laughed about it this week. I always complain about the bye week going into the bye week. And then I remember how much after the bye week sucks because you don't have anything to talk about. You don't have a game to talk about. But guess what? We are one more sleep away from football time in Tennessee. We're going to go put a beating on the Wildcats. That's just how I feel. We're Kentucky's daddy. My name's Boogie Bentley. Coach Jay's in the house. Coach Rice is in the house. This is your weekly game day breakdown. Coach Jay coaches a little defense out in California. Coach Rice coaches a little offense in Tennessee. So these guys are going to talk a little bit about what Kentucky's going to bring to the table on defense, what they're going to bring to the table on offense. They're also going to give you some keys to the game. Right now, Tennessee sits at 6-1. All their goals are still obtainable. SEC championship, national championship, college football playoff. It is all there for the taking. They're going to be favored in every single game the rest of the way outside of Georgia. And if they can get things clicking on offense, I think Tennessee can go compete with the Georgia Bulldogs. But do us a favor real quick before we get into it. Smash the thumbs up. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're just three Tennessee fans. Yeah, these guys coach a little football, but guess what? They're diehard, passionate, psychotic Tennessee fans, and they react as fans. Emotionally, overreaction. That's what we do. We speculate. We talk about rumors. We talk about message board posts. That's who we are. That's what we do. If you like it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tomorrow, an hour before kickoff, and then also immediately following the game. So dial in, tune in, and get ready for that. Coach Jay, you're going to kick us off this week. Talk a little bit about Kentucky, what they bring to the table on defense.
Sure, yeah. So Kentucky, we're going to see our beloved 3-3-5 front, right? So this Stoops defense, think of it just like Oklahoma, this Brent Venables defense, right? Maybe not as much switching in the back end, but you're still going to see an odd front. This team's going to rely a lot on that odd front to win their matchups. They're going to count on that box being a little bit lighter and being able to stop the run with athletic linebackers. You're going to see that traditional defensive end, nose tackle, D tackle, outside linebacker, Leo, whatever you want to call them, your Mike linebacker, Will linebacker. You will see a field side cornerback and a backside cornerback in this game, which kind of allows you to flop them a little bit better. They have good depth in the secondary, but once again, they have confidence that they can halt that run with a lighter box, which is why you saw kind of a good run game out of Auburn last week. So this O line of ours needs to get a push. I'm sure Coach Rice will get into that, but expect them to be dropping 7, dropping 8 at times. They really primarily rely on a soft zone strategy. Dink and dunk is there, guys. Nico's good at that dink and dunk. Key to this is once they come up, you got to beat them. But you're going to see a soft zone, physical team. Got to get a hat on. Dion Walker up front is good. Uh, Walter in the secondary, Childress, Lovett in the secondary, all have good length, but not quite as sticky as you want them to be. So basically, once again, can we solve this 3-3-5 front? We're going to see it. We're going to see a soft zone 3-3-5 front of versus Kentucky.
Let's switch over. Let's talk about this Kentucky offense, Coach Rice. Statistically, really, really bad. 121st in scoring offense, 119th in total offense. They're not very good throwing the football. They're not very good rushing the football. They got quarterback issues. They got drama. They brought in a transfer in Brock Vandergriff. He got benched. Benched last week. I think he still starts this week, but what are we going to see from this Kentucky offense on Saturday night?
Well, I mean, you're going to see. I think you're going to see a few things that they're going to try to, kickstart this offense, especially knowing they're going against top tier defense of Tennessee. So I think you'll see a few multiple different variations of ways they're going to try to maneuver the ball down the field, whether that be Devin Wimsett at quarterback or Brock Vandegrift. They do have a couple key playmakers in Dan Key and Barryon Brown, which I really like. They just don't know how to utilize them and get them the ball in space. Really, you're going to see Dan Key have those 50-50 opportunities. That's when he really gets his chance to go make a play. And then at running back, you got Demi Sumo Carbe and they Jamarian Wilcox and Jason Patterson. And Chip Trainum is the transfer that they were hoping to come in and be a superstar for them from Ohio State, but he's been limited all year with injury. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to play this weekend. So they got a stable of guys, but their biggest problem has been offensive line issues and quarterback issues. It hasn't clicked right for them, and they're just the offensive game plans have just not been very fluid and solid for them to be able to move the ball down the field. They will use two tight end sets. They will try to do what Florida did a little bit and flip them from call shifts before the play's called and shift from weak to strong, or flip the defensive strength to create confusion for the linebackers and the defensive line and the safeties. So you'll see a lot of multiple things. Either way, they're not very successful, and I think this Tennessee defense is going to give them some problems.
Look, every single week these guys come on here and they kind of break down the game, give us a little bit of information about what the opponent is going to do offensively and defensively. Then they also give us their keys to the game, what Tennessee needs to do to win the game. But what I want you guys to do watching the video is jump into the comment section. First, smash the thumbs up, then jump into the comment section. What are your keys to the game for Tennessee to come out with the dub against Kentucky? Look, they're favored by, I think, 15.5 as of right now. For me, I think it's the Neyland effect. I think we've seen a hostile environment for Florida. I think we saw it for Alabama, and I think we're going to see it again coming up on Saturday night against Kentucky. You know, we've got it's just being spoon-fed to us, right? The Alabama commentator saying that we're piping in crowd noise. Coach Heupel meets with the media. He says this is a challenge to U-Vol Nation. We got Gerald Mincy running his mouth all off season long. And then we just got the fact that Josh Heupel is really good in Neyland Stadium. He's lost one game since the 2022 season, 22-4 all-time in Neyland Stadium. I like the Vols at home. Coach Jay, give us your keys to the game. If you want Coach Jay's prediction and you didn't catch it earlier this morning on the Friday morning stream, you got to go there to get it. Go back and rewatch that morning stream, but give us your keys to the game for tomorrow night.
Yeah, key number one hasn't changed the last 3 weeks for me. Okay. I think I referred to as, full game effort, full 4 quarters. Look, at the end of the day, we need to be sharp as a knife out of the drawer in this game, right? And that goes for all 11 on the field, not just Nico, not just this offensive line. It goes to Dylan Sampson taking care of the football early. I know is one little hiccup, but take care of the football. That goes for Nika as well. Take care of the football. So just sharp as a knife out of the drawer. Keep that momentum, seize it, and never let go of it. Number two, defensive ends, man, whether it be weak side or strong side, you have an advantage of this game. It looks like Mincy's sitting out. They might try to chip you, tell you a story to slow you down, but these defensive ends, I expect you to eat in this game. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say they could go out there and have 7 sacks in this game as the collective unit. I want 7 sacks out of these defensive ends. You heard that right, 7 sacks. It's a lot, but I think they can get it. And then the final key is we got to hit a home run. Look, the dink and dunk is going to be there for Nico. The run is going to be there for Sampson this week. But when they do creep up, we got to pull that string and we got to hit a home run.
I love it. Now we're going to jump over with Coach Rice. Obviously, Wednesday, we called an audible. We had Kyler Kirbyson, Reed Bacon on the show from Pancakes and Bacon. Fun show. Love those guys. If you missed it, go back and give it a watch. Look, we're coming off a bye week. It's like, what are we going to talk about? There's not a game to talk about. Thought it would be a good time to get those guys back on. We just kind of talked about Tennessee football as a whole. So if you missed that, go back and give it a watch. But Coach Rice didn't have the opportunity to give his prediction. So he's going to give you the keys to the game. And then he's also going to give you his prediction for Saturday night, Tennessee and Kentucky.
Yep. So keys to the game: start fast, start quick, and don't let up. I mean, I know it's repeating what Coach Jay said, but it cannot be emphasized anymore. Like, you cannot go out and struggle week after week after week and think you're going to keep getting away with it. The SEC is a monster this year. And every week, no matter, yes, Kentucky's weak this year, every week upset happens. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but the they still have talent. They just haven't put it together. So Tennessee, start quick, start fast, and do not let up for the whole 60 minutes of the game. That's key number one. Key number two, take advantage of your layups. And what I mean is hit the throws and make the catches when you're schemed wide open. It goes both ways. Offensive line, give Nico the protection to be able to make a clean, accurate throw. So all 11 on offense. It's not just Nico. It's not just the wide receivers. It's not just the offensive line or tight ends or running backs. They have to play clean, efficient football. And when the big play's there, just hit the layup. Just it's as simple as that. The big plays will be there. Take advantage of them. And lastly, the last key: step on their throats and just don't get off of it. You get this team down early. You get Kentucky down early. They're going to give up. They've been waiting the last few weeks. They've been just waiting for someone to push them off the edge of the cliff. They're falling apart. They're a team that's struggling on both sides of the football, especially Auburn running for 300 plus rushing yards last week. Dylan Sampson, I see you. Deshaun Bishop, I see you. Nico, I would love to see you get into the action. Let's step on their throats and not let up, and let's go eat and show Kentucky who their daddy is, which they know, but let's just go really show them and emphasize, hey, we're their daddy. Final score prediction: Tennessee 49, Kentucky 6.
Oh, I like it. I like a little blowout here on a Friday afternoon edition of Talkin VAWLS. I like your last key too. Like, put your foot on their throat and don't let up, because Kentucky is a team that's looking to quit. They are a team that is just looking to fold and give up. People are talking about firing, Stoops, and I think it's comical because he had the dream job at Kentucky. But I had this conversation with Kane, or I don't remember. I don't remember if it was his show, my show. It might have been Monday morning. We were talking about Stoops, and it's like he's got the dream job and he's doing what he needs to do. And even though they're having a down year and they're struggling, it's like it's still Kentucky. But when you talk about $9 million, you talk about $9 million, all of a sudden there's a little bit of pressure as a Kentucky football coach. You guys know the deal. Jump in the comment section. What are your keys to the game? What are your score predictions? We want to hear from you. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. If you're not a member of the channel, you can fix that. Hit the join button. Just $1. That's it. Just $1 a month. We appreciate that support. That's what keeps the lights on around here. But if not, look, hit the thumbs up. It's quick, free, and easy. Drop a comment. That costs you absolutely nothing. Hang out, talk Tennessee football, because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. He's Coach Jay. He's Coach Rice. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.